Hello guys, I hope you're doing well. In this video we are going to learn about forensic dentistry or forensic odontology. I find that this is the application of dentistry in legal proceedings deriving from any evidence that pertains to teeth. You might be wondering why use teeth in forensic study or forensic investigations or forensic analysis. These are some of the reasons. Every human body, including teeth, age in a similar manner. There is a semi-standardized pattern which helps to establish the relative age of a person. Maybe that's when they are shedding their milk teeth, or they have their milk teeth, they have their molars, etc. That can give a relative age of a person. You also find that each human has an individual set of teeth which can be traced back to establish dental records to find missing individuals. The third reason is that teeth are made of enamel. Enamel is the hardest tissue of the body, and therefore it can withstand decomposition, heat degradation, water immersion, and desiccation better than other tissues in the body. Therefore, teeth are going to last longer compared to other tissues of the body. You also find that teeth are a source of DNA. The dental pulp and crushed tooth can provide nuclear or mitochondrial DNA to help identify a person. Roles of forensic dentist. A forensic dentist is an important person when it comes to forensic investigations, and these are some of the roles that they play. They identify human remains, that is, in cases of individual or even mass, so they're identifying a single person or many people. They also analyze bite marks. They help in estimating the age of the victim or a perpetrator. They also trace dental malpractice. I find that identification is very important, whether it's emotionally, legally, or even for financial reasons. In dental identification, one of the most dental identification procedures or methods used is the comparative identification, where there is comparison of dental records. The dental records compared are the postmortem dental records and the antemortem dental records. The postmortem dental records show the state of the dentition of the unidentified body after death. The antemortem dental record show the dentition of a missing person before death, or even before they went missing. Features that can be used in comparative dental identification include the teeth themselves, and in this case we want to look at the teeth present, the teeth that are missing, root morphology, teeth type, teeth position, crown pathology, crown morphology, dental restorations, etc. We're also going to look at periodontal tissues and also anatomical features. We have standards for acceptance of identification. Findings of the investigations are to be based on the guidelines of human identification. These guidelines are usually four, that is positive identification, plausible identification, insufficient evidence, and exclusion. In positive identification, the antemortem and postmortem data match sufficiently with no irreconcilable discrepancies. In plausible identification, the antemortem and postmortem data have consistent features, but due to quality of remains or antemortem data, it is not possible to positively establish dental identification. When it comes to insufficient evidence, the available information is insufficient to form the basis for a conclusion. In exclusion, we find that the antemortem and postmortem data are clearly inconsistent. Those are the four guidelines of identification, that is positive identification, possible identification, insufficient evidence, and exclusion. Then you have DNA identification. In odontology, we have genomic DNA and we have mitochondrial DNA. Genomic DNA is nuclear DNA, that is the DNA that's contained in the nucleus of each cell and represents the source of DNA for most forensic applications. Mitochondrial DNA is found in the mitochondria. There is a high copy number of mitochondrial DNA in it. The advantage of mitochondrial DNA is that there is a high copy number in each cell caused by the high number of mitochondria present in most cells. Hence, it is present in sufficient quantity to make a match. However, it's exclusively maternally inherited and hence less informative compared to the nuclear DNA. Guidelines for obtaining dental DNA. First, it's determined if any soft tissue or blood is adherent to the tooth, that should be sampled. Then, debride the tooth of any plaque with a curette and wash thoroughly with hydrogen peroxide followed by ethanol. If the tooth is intact and is supposed to have been removed from the alveolus recently, a conventional endodontic access and instrumentation can be performed. Then you have sectioning the tooth to provide a greater access to the pulp. Once the tooth is open, the walls of the pulp chamber can be curated or instrumented with a slow rotary bulb. Then the pulp tissue can be collected with a wide open sterile tube. In case of dried specimen, the pulp may be mummified patch-like. Finally, crushing the tooth may be required. Those are the guidelines for obtaining dental DNA. Stay tuned.